Good evening, everyone. Nadia talked about that phone call. I don't have enough fingers and or toes to discuss how many times I got the dreaded phone call, but I'll share that with you guys a little bit later. First and foremost, I'm incredibly blessed to stand before you all today. None of this would be possible without my mom, my late father, my village, who some of them are present today at table 10, and of course my friends and family at CHM. I genuinely thank all of you guys. Something about medicine has always intrigued me. When I played Little League Baseball, I was a kid that had a first aid kit in my bag. When I was 12, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and I remember walking through the hospital with my IV pole, checking on other pediatric patients. When my father got sick, I supported my mom as his caregiver. Some would say I've always possessed a love of humanism and has had a knack for caring for others. Through many of these lived experiences, I found myself being accused of possessing an impressive strength and love of determination. The support of you and others noted have pushed me to persevere, be the strength and determination to make decisions, to put in work that have brought me before you today. Some of us talked about enjoying this moment as a first year, listening to our seniors talk. And getting into medical school was no easy fate, but getting out was probably just as challenging. I remember two distinct stories at the ceremony when I was the first year. One student in particular talked about how it took her 8 years to get through medical school. Another gentleman talked about how it took him 10 years to get through medical school. I just said, God, usher my steps. If I gotta take 5, so be it. But then I got that email, and my story kind of started in something like this. I regret to inform you that as a result of not meeting the criteria of passing step 1 within 3 attempts, you are now suspended in dismissal from the College of Human Medicine. I wish you well in your future endeavors. I was crushed. My family and I had just laid my father to rest, and now I'm on the brink of getting booted from medical school. But my village stepped in when they learned my situation and despair. During this period, I learned some hard truths about myself, and now was the time to point the finger. Thankfully, though it felt like a time to be hopeless, my support lifted me up and helped me remain hopeful. I wasn't going to merely follow the rules. I wasn't going to be punished into submission. I wasn't going without a fight disruptive thinking. I followed my instincts. Thankfully, I also had the support of some really amazing people, Dr. EJ, Ashley, Dr. Beauchamp, and of course, Dr. Souza. He had the decision to let me back into college. I'm forever indebted to him. Because of them, they helped me realize that big things come from small beginnings. I passed that god-awful exam. I crushed third year and put myself in a good position to match into orthopedic surgery. Well, I talked about that phone call, right? Match Monday came, and sadly, I did not match into orthopedic surgery. Sure, it was a blow to my confidence and left me confused, but I am from a community that's always been the underdog. I'm from the school of the better making of men. I knew that God had my back, and that honor would be waiting for me on match day, thanks to Dr. Bush. So here's what I learned through this roller coaster ride. I miss my old man dearly. I miss sharing good news and being on the receiving end of a simple response. I knew you could do it, Slick. My mom always told me to keep my eye on the prize. There's no testimony without a test. I've experienced a lot along this road to the place on this day. And over the last few years, I refuse to allow momentary failure to become a permanent setback. I chose to utilize my support, lean on their encouragement, and continue to pursue this ultimate goal. There was an unexpected freedom that came from having nothing to lose. When I received that suspension pending dismissal, I knew that there was only one way to go, up. I refused to let anyone or anything hold me back. But most importantly, against all odds, with my back against the wall and on the brink of dismissal, I matched. I matched into general surgery. From this vantage point, I feel that I have not experienced any failures, just steps towards success. As we have all shared, there are a lot of common themes: despair, loss of loved ones, sadness, grief. So I'll leave you with these few words from James Fortune. He says, "Life is filled with so many ups and downs. Have you ever been there? One day you're smiling, the next day you're fighting to hold back the tears, to hide how you feel." So here's the message. Ready? Live through it. Grow through it. Get through it. You can make it. You just pray through it. Don't let any setback be the end of you. So just live through it. It's all working for your good. We did it, guys. You always have my thanks. God bless you.